And that's something that I recommend as a basic skill with, no matter what. I mean, the way a conversation starts is the way it's most likely going to end. If you start it really nice and calm and gentle, that's a good sign for the way the conversation is going to go. So
Mhm.
instead of being like, I'm so annoyed at you for doing this, which is
Mhm.
just going to put them on the defensive, which is the second horseman, saying, hey, I'm really frustrated that I asked for this thing to get done and it didn't get done. It's not about your partner. It's about the situation that happened. This thing didn't get
Mhm.
done. That's frustrating. Most people can empathize with that.
Mhm.
And then you're throwing out some sort of line, some sort of like call for help, right? I'm frustrated that this didn't happen. Is that something you can do right now? Do we need to talk about, would it help to talk about division of labor? Would it help to, what do you need to make this happen? It could be any number of things, but it's just basically some sort of like, I need, I want, I wish statement to reach out and ask your partner for help. That way you're not just dumping all these feelings on them and they're like,
Mhm.
great, what do I do with that? I just screwed up again. It's not about that. All right. So it changes kind of the tone of that instead of putting people on the offense defense. So as I said, defensiveness is the second horseman. And when we're criticized, our first instinct is to defend.
Mhm.
And especially, no one escapes childhood unscathed. Like we all have wounds from childhood. Sometimes you're going to be extra sensitive about something and you might get defensive for something that maybe doesn't warrant it. So
True.
noticing when defensiveness comes up in you, when you feel like you're fighting back instead of listening, those kinds of things.
Keeping romance alive. While parenting full episode now streaming on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple. Link in bio.